Hello, and welcome back to another Fishy Plant Man production with me, Fishy Plant Man, as your host. Okay, yep, it's gonna be the philopopsis as the guest this time. Um, wow, okay. Um, I wish I could have responded to this a little faster, but I had to go. Yeah, I don't always get to respond to things as quickly as I would like to. But yeah, that is what it is. I noticed today that one of these spikes has started dying back. And I just, as I turned on the film, noticed something else too. It's not this one. This one's doing good. It's got this, which is looking much, oh, I'm not really centered on the shot, much more like a keiki, which is great, except when I got done cutting roots to put this plant in the pebbles, not really lava rock, but pebbles anyway, from the fish tank, I noticed that it really didn't have much roots. So growing a keiki, probably the stress, but kind of bad timing, because that's going to take even more energy out of the plant. I'm going to try to do it, just because I'm greedy. I'm going to try to do it. But yeah. So, you come down, and we'll follow the other spike. Yep. It doesn't want to focus naturally. Maybe I'll help it a little bit. There we go. Yep. That node's doing something too. Ironically, just behind the flower nodes, which is what I call the nodes that have flowered, right behind. Now, I can't tell, might be another keiki. But as we follow the plant up, doing all these things, it has gotten a little upset and is taking nutrients from the spike. Because apparently with all this activity, which could be keikis, pretty sure the one is. The other one might be a flower spike. But all that energy going into doing these other things, the plant doesn't have enough to maintain the tip. I wanted to get it watered right when I saw it, but life said no. And I think it's actually gotten worse. In just a couple hours, it has gotten worse. Because it's not looking like it will totally reverse. But it's dying back. So it's got water now. Immediately got water now. And its next watering will get the update or the dosage of feed that I'm mixing up as we speak. Okay. But I wanted to get the plant watered. Like I say, I think that tip has gotten worse in just a couple of hours. So I'm mixing up a double dose. I don't necessarily recommend that, but I'm doing it. That's why I recommend that you don't necessarily follow what I'm doing, because I haven't got it figured out yet. There's no instructions on the container of marine aquarium salt, not for this purpose, of using in the fish tank to not only help with the fish but the plants as well. So, I don't have instructions. I got to figure it out. Much like I had to figure out the aquarium cycle without the internet. I think I've told that story. My mom had, because I was really young, I wasn't big enough to take care of a 10-gallon aquarium yet. Certainly not the way that my mom was doing it, by, tipping it up, rinsing the rocks in hot water. Yeah, don't get ahead of me. You probably know, if you're a fish person, you probably know. But she would rinse the rocks in hot water, rinse the hubs media in hot water, scrub it out with soap. Everything was sparkling clean. And when the fish went back in, a bunch of them would die. So while she was doing this one day, I asked her. I was like, Mom, I've noticed that, every time we clean the aquarium, some of the fish die. She said, well, yeah, but they need a clean place to live. And I was just said, okay, yeah. But in my mind, I was thinking, what good is a clean place to live if you're dead? I didn't dare say it. I would have got smacked into next week. But that is what I was thinking. And then when I was big enough to have my own aquarium, I did things a bit different. And I didn't lose fish by taking a little bit of water out of the aquarium and putting it back and just rinsing the media and stuff out under the tap, because I didn't know any better. But apparently it's not that big of a deal, even though I have went to just rinsing in aquarium water. I've gone back because I remembered that nothing really changed. Rinse the media out under the tap, rinse it out in the aquarium. I didn't lose fish either way. I just learned that you rinse your media in the aquarium, so I did it. Not thinking about the fact that there was never any consequences for rinsing it under the tap. Now, there is consequences if you rinse it under hot water. People have started talking about that. Not everybody rinses their sponges in aquarium water anymore. I should have known, but no, I just went with what I learned on the internet, completely disregarded what I already knew. I knew this in the 80s, but, I went with what I learned on the internet, and now I've gone back to what I did before the internet, because the internet said it's okay. Not my experience before the internet. But no, the internet said do it this way. Now the internet says it's okay not to. But I'm just now realizing that I knew the whole time that you can rinse in tap water. Just use cold tap water to do it. And then there's the chlorine and chloramines to worry about. But I've gone off on a tangent. This is just a double dose of what I normally do. There's reasons for it, but it doesn't much matter. Basically, I haven't fed the aquarium, not the fish, but I feed the fish every day. But I haven't fed the aquarium the salt for some time. So I'm going to go ahead, because this plant is saying it needs more nutrition, go ahead and give it a double dose. So that's kind of the rant that I didn't intend to go on, but I did. So yeah, we'll give it a double dose. I'll keep you up to date on what that is, and we'll see how this does, which I'm pretty sure is a keiki at this point. Kind of bad timing for poor roots, but we'll see what we can do. The challenge is not to lose everything, first of all, but I don't want to lose the mother plant. I want these growths to do what they're going to do and not lose the plant in the process. We'll see if I can do it. Till next time.